Hello everyone! So today I have a special and exciting video. Recently I was able to go on a field trip into a working underground hard rock mine. This mine is located in the northern panhandle of Idaho in the Silver Valley. For those of you who know, the Silver Valley has a very rich mining history. The mine that we are getting a tour of today is the Galena Mine, which dates back to the 1880s, and of course is a primary lead and silver mine. The main ore of this mine is in the name itself, Galena. Galena is a lead sulfide, but in case of much of the Galena ore bodies in the Silver Valley, it does contain a fair amount of silver. The mines of the Silver Valley are part of the Coeur d'Alene Mining District, and the ore bodies themselves are hosted in slightly metamorphosed sedimentary rocks. This package of slightly metamorphic sedimentary rocks dates back to the Precambrian and is known as the Belt Supergroup. The ore bodies themselves are usually found filling fractures and fissures, forming long vein systems, usually in association with fault zones and faulted rock. As we go down into the Galena Mine, you will see the sedimentary Belt Supergroup rocks, as well as the veins cutting across it, and you'll be able to get a view of what it's like to be in an active working mine. And due to Galena Mine's old history, you'll be able to see some old mining technology, including a timbered raise. So now, let's enter the Galena Mine. We begin by riding some mine carts into the mountain, and then we'll ride a shaft down to 3,200 feet below the surface.
Oh, sorry. Hello? Oh, we're in the front.
people get paid to do stuff like this?
This will be me.
I'll take it.
Oh, you're over there. Okay.
Yeah. There's Reed is hosting a kind of like a little conference over in Salmon this weekend. That's kind of why I'm headed over there. So there's going to be some private company guys and industry folks and a couple people.
Oh, hello. See you later. Goodbye.
Going up for a moment.
Okay. You said Stillwater?
My second.
Second.
I was in Alaska for a couple of years.
Was that straight out of school? You went?
Yeah.
Oh,
2011. There for a couple of years and still lives.
Okay. Where did you graduate from?
Eastern Washington University.
Eastern. Man, I swear there are a number of Eastern Washington colleges
just in case.
Idaho Mine. Oh yeah, keep running into them. There was a few
Down into the deep.
Or were they central? Actually, I'm not sure. There's a few down at Stibnite. Oh yeah. That I run into.
You know Drew Leaders?
Wow. Maybe.
Big guy, goes to school down.
Going down
Okay.
to 3,200 feet.
I don't know where he's at right now.
Yeah, I was Eastern just to see battle and chalice and all that. Sure. Stuff.
I can feel warming up a little bit.
It's a beautiful
Yeah,
site.
yeah, it was cold.
Go right through. Yeah. And there's a lot of history. All the old tungsten.
I think we're getting sweeter.
I think they're gonna be. I don't know. That one's turning out to be more complicated. Because they have promised all sorts of front cleanup. Because there's a great one called Old So that'll help with all the malnutrition problems that various experience with tribes. I don't know recently are really having a hard time.
Are they trying to go back underground?
No, I think it's kind of, I believe all of it's going to be an open one. And that's the other landscape. It's an interesting site.
Good experience like production and development and exploration there. Well, not so much.
Handle.
Production and exploration.
Okay. If you would like after like lunchtime, give them a little career history.
Me?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's I always want them to hear how when people left school, what's their career path, what opportunities, what you enjoyed. Sure. Trying always to get what they're bringing back. Like it can actually use. Yeah. Oh, good to see you.
I thought that was actually solid.
We're heading to the mill. I believe at 1:45 before we were there.
Yeah. I think you guys used to bring this up with a good video.
Yeah. It's like you never know what you're going to see the moment you turn it off.
That's when you're gonna it's gonna pop up. Yeah, we were just gonna
Like that.
Probably jump in the shower and then
I'm getting warm.
Okay.
This is 3,200 here. We're gonna get off here. The guy that got off above us, that was 2,400 level.
Okay.
Okay.
2,400. So it's 3,200 vertical feet below the water. Elevation wise, you're sitting minus 100.
Surface water, snow, and drainage all through the mine. And we're running a bunch of isotope analysis. Start tracking of when's it coming, where's it going, what's tied to what. They're determined to shut it down.
They are?
Yeah, they really want to cut off the acid rain.
Minor agent that breaks the rock.
Reduce their environmental.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a pretty significant.
Yeah, there's that. They do have stick powder as well. This stuff here. Ammonium, I'm sorry, like plastic explosives in this form. Super stable. But yeah, it's kind of the same thing. Different methods for breaking the rock, just depending on the ground or the miner.
Squeeze it over here.
Interesting and different new every single day.
Oh, good. Yeah, I've tried to incorporate a little more kind of more type work with this class. So each of those teams I mentioned, they're each working with leapfrog from data from each of the mines.
That's a great idea.
So this is the bottom of 033 raise. It's been here for, I don't know, a couple of years or so. Originally when I drifted through, they did it on the track. They did it with the rail. They crossed this vein and they decided to go up on it. So what they did was they ran these 12 by 12s, these 100 posts, and this 12 by 12 is their cap. So it was mined out, and then all of this timber work was put in. And yeah, and as we go up, this was actually done for ventilation. It wasn't actually meant to be mined out of, but when they cross the vein and they want to mine it, they will dump the rays over to stay on the dip of the vein. Whatever that may be, they can dump it over pretty hard. And in theory, they should follow that vein all the way up to the next level in the vein, and then they can mine out. This is an east-west vein. They can mine out east and west as they do. So yeah, this is a raise. If any of you guys go into mining in your careers, you probably will never see another timber raise. I would bet money on it. Alright. We're gonna go up about 12 steps or so. Just take your time. And I'll be, yeah. Just keep going until I tell you to stop.
Yeah.
You guys.
Big enough where they could put in the timber rail. Yeah. And it's crazy to me that you guys can.
Do you want me to tie your walking stick off to my belt? Or?
I think I'm okay.
You have a good day?
Yeah, good.
Is it today?
No, look at
Oh my God, here we go. 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is so cool.
Left rib is angled like this. They try to minimize as much dilution as they can and just stay on the vein. It's not always possible, but yeah, it's just the way they can try to keep the grade up, keep it narrow, and take as much ore and as little waste as possible.
It's awesome.
siderite, quartz, and then right here, this darker black mineral right in the middle of my light. That looks like tetrahedrite to me. A pot of it. And then kind of in between, you have dissemination in this bluer rock. There's lead disseminated in that, so it's lower grade, but it all adds up, especially when we can take higher grade stuff with it. You stick anything last week, Mitch? Oh man, stuff one we lost.
Nice.
Yeah, we spent 3 days working corn. So here we are at the face. Watch this on your right.
That's the open one there, yeah.
Okay.
We got it kind of knocked off.
You can kind of look at the face. You can see Mitch has all of this. Is Mitch Brower. He's the miner in here. He's actually from University of Idaho. What class were you in?
Geochemistry.
Geochem. Okay. So Mitch has put in. He's installed ground support in these bolts. You can think of them basically. Yeah. You can think of them basically as nails. You just stuck a bunch of nails in there to kind of hold the rock together a little bit better.
Oh, you're all right.
So we've already mined this before, so we're right over what's called brow. We're following the vein that we've mined before. And it looks pretty deep in this space, which is pretty cool. You guys get to see that. Also, if you guys want to grab hand samples, go ahead. You're not gonna, no one's gonna care. If you find a good chunk of lead or silver, or pyrite, whatever, it's kind of all over. So first thing, what Mitch does is he'll grab that selector, he'll drag the bucket up and back, and up and back, and clean all this muck out, send it down the chute. And then he'll come in with his jack leg, which is that machine, and just pull back from the face, and he'll install his ground support. And then when he feels it's safe, you see he's got his face painted up, or maybe the geologist before him came in and painted it up for him, I'm not sure. Gives him an idea of how to shoot the rounds. He'll drill holes in the face, load it with explosives, and shoot it, and that's the mining cycle, and do it all over again.
Oh yeah.
What is anchorite?
I just know what it looks like. Calcium, magnesium, carbonate. There you go. But it's not a dolomite. It has other things in it, some iron and. Oh yeah. The offshoot from the siderite, the iron carbonate. Alright, where's the drill? I want this piece. Yeah. That's awesome. Hard to take pictures. Where to stick your light?
Yeah, I'm shooting the last round. I'm shooting it wide for it because we're going to put an offset in on this cut.
Oh, really?
So we'll run our strainers all the way across the intersection there. So it's great. Just close up there. We got another structure coming out of the split wall. I don't know if it's part of the 51 vein, split off or what, but
Weird.
it's standing back up. Last cut.
At the end of the day, they took us into the mill house to show us how they process the ore before sending it off to be smelted. It was kind of hard to hear what they were saying when they were explaining how the process works, but you can see it here for the most part. They basically just crush down the ore into a small refined powder, and they separate out the lead and silver, and then they dump it into this room here, and this is the final product that is then shipped off and smelted into lead and silver. And here I have a chunk of galena. This thing probably weighs anywhere from 10 to 20 pounds. Not entirely sure, but it is definitely dense, full of lead. And silver, of course. Collected a box full of this. As much as I could carry. It is heavy stuff. Now, galena is the major sulfide in the mines, but there also is regular old iron pyrite, as well as chalcopyrite. So, I hope you all enjoyed this video of the mine tour. Just a couple of weeks later, I was able to tour another mine, so hopefully I'll get that video up here shortly, and you can check that one out as well. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. You all have a great rest of your year. Until next time.